Munna used to live with his dad, who was a professional wrestler. Whenever his dad went to fight in matches, Munna would sit in front of the TV and watch him non-stop. Watching all that wrestling slowly made Munna dream of becoming a wrestler too. One day, Munna nervously shared his wish with his dad, but his dad didn't want Munna to get hurt, so he refused. As time passed, Munna grew older, and his obsession with wrestling only got stronger. One day, his dad went to fight the world's strongest Red Bull. Munna was watching the match on a big screen set up in the garden. Suddenly, Red Bull slammed Munna's dad so hard that he died right there on the spot. Red Bull was so dangerous that no one could stand against him. Munna came home, remembered his dad, and cried his heart out. That day, Munna swore to take revenge for his father's death. First, Munna started drinking protein shake every single morning. Then he spent the whole day in the mountains, breaking massive rocks nearly 500 feet high. On top of that, he trained all night in the gym without sleeping. One day, Munna's body became stronger than iron and sharper than a sword. Remembering his dad, Munna finally went to fight in the arena. After entering the ring, Munna was desperate to avenge his father. The match began, and Munna fought with all his power. Suddenly, the entire audience started shouting and stopped the fight. They said the winner would not be decided by wrestling, but by the people watching the video. Those who want Red Bull to win should like, subscribe, and comment Red Bull. And those who want Munna to win should like, subscribe, and comment Munna. Let's see who will win the match. Munna was a huge wrestling champion, so legendary that he had never lost a single match. He was insanely famous, but Red Bull wanted one thing more than anything: to beat Munna and become the world's best wrestler. A few days later, the match was announced. Winner takes it all, the world's best wrestler title. Red Bull knew one thing for sure: as long as Munna was standing, the trophy would never be his. So he made a dirty plan and set Munna up to get hit by a massive truck. Red Bull was feeling on top of the world, but what he didn't know was someone saw everything. Match day finally arrived. Red Bull walks into the ring smiling. Then Munna shows up with a broken leg. Still, he steps into the ring like a real fighter. The bell rings. Red Bull instantly lifts Munna and slams him hard. The crowd thinks it's over. Red Bull is about to get crowned champion. Suddenly, that same man steps forward and exposes the whole truth. Seeing Munna's condition, he says this match should be decided by public voting. If you want Munna to win, hit like, subscribe, and comment Munna. If you want Red Bull to win, hit like, subscribe, and comment Red Bull. This old grandpa was walking back home in the evening after grazing his cows. On the way, one pregnant cow suddenly collapsed because she got sick. Grandpa was already ahead and didn't notice, so he went straight home. The poor cow was in terrible pain and couldn't even stand up. As night fell, snow started pouring down, and she was shivering in the freezing cold. In that harsh weather, the cow somehow gave birth to two tiny black calves, safe and alive. Around the same time, Munna was returning home after grazing his goats. When he saw the cow and her babies, he felt really bad for them. Munna used all his goats to build a small shelter for the cow. Then he brought the cow and calves inside to protect them from the cold. Munna went to fetch drinking water from a frozen pit, but by mistake, a frog fell into the water. The cow unknowingly drank it. The next morning, as everyone started heading home, the frog's poison spread through the cow's body. Slowly, her body began turning into a frog-like form. Shocked, the cow went back to Grandpa and told him everything. But Grandpa refused to recognize her and brutally kicked her out of the house. Heartbroken, the cow went to the Frog Prince to fix her body. The Frog Prince was the most powerful ruler of the ocean. Everything happened on his orders. The cow begged him to turn her back to normal, but the evil Frog Prince ignored her and chased her away. With nowhere else to go, the cow left the ocean and wandered into a jungle. Suddenly, a swarm of bees attacked her. Strangely, this healed her body, but the bees made their home on her. The cow then walked into a new village. The villagers were shocked when they saw her. They held a meeting and decided to take her in. Together, they brought the cow home and built her a special shelter. One day, the cow started producing a huge amount of honey. The villagers were overjoyed. Slowly, that poor village turned into the richest town around. Meanwhile, Grandpa saw the news about the miracle cow on TV and changed his mind. He rushed to the village, threatened everyone, and forcefully took the cow back home. He ordered her to produce honey for him, but the cow said, "You decide. Should I give him honey or should I go back to the village?" Like, subscribe, and comment your choice. If you support Munna, comment Munna. What is this Munna searching for on the moon? And why did he even come here? Let me tell you, that day on January 1st, there was a wrestling match going on. Munna's dad and Red Bull were both there to fight. Suddenly, Red Bull slammed Munna's dad so hard that he passed out on the spot. Poor Munna started crying like crazy after seeing his dad. Munna kept saying, "Dad, please get up. It's getting late. Let's go home." But Munna's dad wasn't waking up at all. When his dad didn't move, Munna ran to an old village nearby and told everything to an elderly man. After hearing the whole story, the old man rushed back with Munna. Munna took him to his dad. After checking carefully, the old man said, "Munna, your father can't survive. He's already dead." Munna cried and said, "There has to be some way to save my dad." The old man replied, "There is one way. You'll have to go to the moon. There's a blue medicine there that can bring your father back to life. But going there is extremely dangerous because there's no oxygen. I swear, Dad, I will bring you back to life." Munna immediately went to the NASA scientists and told them everything. The scientists said, "If you're going there, remember this. Our machine will give you oxygen for only 7 days. After that, you'll die." Without any fear, Munna sat inside the spacecraft and blasted off towards space. After traveling for 3 days straight, he finally reached the moon. Now the big question was, will Munna be able to find the blue medicine? Munna started searching the moon like crazy. It took him the whole day. When night fell, Munna got exhausted and sat down. Suddenly, he noticed a bucket filled with blue medicine. Munna ran as fast as he could, grabbed the bucket, and rushed back toward Earth. The very next day, he reached his village. He poured the medicine onto his dad's body, and his dad woke up. Munna cried and said, "Nobody loves my dad. Till now, no one has liked, subscribed, and commented, 'Papa.'" Munna was riding his bicycle to school when suddenly his bike crashed into a Red Bull. The Red Bull got furious and brutally beat Munna. Crying, Munna called his mom and told her everything. Munna's mother rushed to the spot and stood up against the Red Bull. But the Red Bull was very powerful and slammed Munna's mother to the ground. Munna's mother lost her life. Poor Munna sat there crying and swore to take revenge on the Red Bull. From that day on, Munna started eating lots of fruits every morning, lifting dumbbells at the gym, and even plowing 20 acres of land all by himself. Within days, Munna's body became harder than stone. Now Munna goes to the wrestling arena to take revenge on that same Red Bull. He was desperate to avenge his mother. As soon as the bell rang, the fight began. After a long and brutal wrestling match, both fighters got tired and sat down. Then the audience shouted, "Now the decision will be made by voting. Those who want Munna to win, like, subscribe, and comment Munna. Those who want Red Bull to win, like, subscribe, and comment Red Bull." Weak Munna goes to the gym to get stronger. The moment he starts lifting dumbbells, a powerful Red Bull starts clowning him for being skinny and weak. Munna feels humiliated and runs out of the gym in tears. While running, he reaches a huge fruit garden. To power up his body, he starts eating bananas nonstop. Then he raids a dragon fruit farm and eats all the fruit like a beast. From that day on, Munna wakes up every morning and bikes 1,000 kilometers, making his body hard like steel. On top of that, he runs 500 kilometers every single day. After turning into a total monster, Munna goes back to the same gym. Red Bull is shocked when he sees Munna's ripped body. Munna challenges Red Bull to a fight. At first, Red Bull gets scared, but then he accepts. A referee steps in and explains the rules. If Munna wins, thousands of cows will be freed from jail. If Red Bull wins, thousands of Red Bulls will be released. Both agree, and the battle begins. They go all out, smashing each other with full power. Suddenly, the audience stops the fight and says the winner will be decided by public voting. If you want to free the cows, complete 10,000 likes, subscribe, and comment Munna. If you want to free the Red Bulls, hit like plus subscribe and comment Red Bull. Let's see who gets their freedom. These monkey used to sit by the roadside every day begging. The poor monkey always hoped that someone would give her some money, while her husband worked hard doing labor jobs to save money. They were both completely heartbroken because their child was suffering from cancer. One day, while the monkey was working and thinking about his sick child, he suddenly slipped and fell down. As soon as he fell, all the bricks scattered everywhere. Seeing this, the owner got angry, beat the monkey badly, and fired him from the job. The monkey went back home, and when he saw his child's condition, he couldn't take it anymore. Thinking about money, he went straight to the hospital and sold one of his kidneys. Now the monkey had enough money to get his child proper treatment, but on the way back, some masked thieves robbed him and took all the money. Looking at his empty hands, the monkey collapsed right there and died. Meanwhile, his wife was walking home on the same road. When she saw her husband lying there unconscious, she burst into tears. Now what will happen? Will the mother be able to save her son? To watch part 2, hit like, subscribe, and comment. We want part 2.